Yes, I got a request to do a tier list. So, are you guys ready for another another questionable tier list? I think the last one we did was for what was it? What was it called then? I think it was the previous update. So 1. No, 0.9. 109. What? Yeah, let's destroy Defur if he makes a mistake. The thing is, like, the way people seem to talk about tier lists in Blaston is very interesting to me, because in other games, tier lists are made for a reason of having opinions. Like, there's no clear cut, like, this. That's the thing with tier lists. Like, they create discussion. It's not supposed to be like, oh, I'm right and you're wrong. Of course, there are some things that are, like, more right than others. But what was the? Oh yeah, so we did a tier list of 1. Was it 1.9? So that was, wow, that was actually some time ago, 2 months ago. So let's see. Let's see what we did then. All right. Because I have the tier list here. Let's see. So this is this is how the tier list looked back then. Oh, that's my voice again. Sorry. This is how now it's like a double camera situation here. Sorry about that. But so this is how the tier list I made. I think this is not the end though. Yes, I think this is the end of it. All right, this is interesting. You can already tell that there's going to be some changes here, right? But yes, please take a good look here, and I'll see what we will change for today then. So let me have this on my other screen actually, and then go into the tier list. Bam! And I can use that as like a check sheet. And if you haven't made a tier list, like, you should definitely do one. I don't like. It's really fun to see what people think about the tier lists, especially when it changes between updates. Can I just link it like this? So I can hyperlink, but you can't. That's the power I have as being a streamer like this. So it's really easy to make. Just go to the website and you drag and drop the weapons into the thing. Hello, Wesa. So let's see here. Let's see what we have. I wonder which end we should start. I feel like the last time we did this, we probably started with the grenades, right? Let's see. Let's see here. I'm just having the list up as a cheat list here. Snowball S was obvious then, and nothing has changed, but I'd put it at a B, C right now. I forgot about the speed nerf. What's the tether gonna be? I actually haven't played that much tether. When I was climbing up to Overlord, I did play a lot of tether because it was really easy to get LP points when you're climbing up to Overlord in the beginning, because people are not expecting things to go faster. And then suddenly when all of your shots go twice the speed, or not twice the speed, but at least a lot faster, they just insta-die. So that was a lot of fun. I think... let's see here. Oh, a subscriber. Wow, okay. Thank you, Kifinity. That's pretty cool. Now you have access to, I think, one of the emotes. We don't really have a lot of emotes on this channel, but thank you. I think the easiest one we can start with is, unfortunately, for Wesso, I guess, is the Vandal. Let's just start with that. Yeah, I don't think you can post links because... I mean, I have to fix that anyways. Like, that is on me. That is not Kefinity's fault. You're the god of Blaston. Now you have the first founder subscriber model thing icon. I think the Nova Hurricane probably is still pretty like down here. And I think the reasoning is because it's very easy to kind of dodge, or like it's easy to dodge if you have a shield, like you can't really do anything against it. It's like a very niche kind of weapon right now, I would say. I think something that I've come to realize since this tier list is that both of the shields are like way better than I understood. Because in my head back then, I was like, oh, well, I can just dodge things. How hard can it be? But then when I started facing like the, what is it? The really, really good players, then I realized sometimes when you get trapped into like bullet hells, it's very hard if you don't have any shield. So having at least a shield is like almost felt necessary against some people. Yeah, I could see Nova Hurricane being a C as well. Actually, let's move it up until we know more. But I would probably say that the shields, maybe we can put them in S right now and then see where we go on, because we might move stuff later. I think one thing that was really interesting with the latest update was that the tether, or like Quicksilver, like with the buffs that you have with Hurricane and Wildcat, the Quicksilver suddenly got like a really good kind of value. So I would probably, I don't know, maybe still put, it's like B or A, but I think it's better than it was before. Let's maybe put the first place on B, and then see what we go from there. I still think that Viper Ellipse is like really high up, because it's hard to dodge. Like, it's just really hard to dodge, and it's really fast. It's like you can't, I mean, the best players can like drop block the pellets from the Viper Ellipse, but it's like at the very top of Blaston right now, which feels like you can't expect everyone to be doing that. Or maybe they can for 1 year from now. I think the bunker is probably worse than I said before. I put bunker in A before. I don't know about that. I don't know about putting bunker. I would probably say bunker is worse than Quicksilver in my opinion. Yeah, I can see what you mean, the Shedman, of saying that tether is A or S because the key components of viable compositions. Yeah, so if you don't have a good composition with Quicksilver, it's not that good. But if you had a really good one, it obviously changes how good it is. So that's why I put it in B, because it's in the, like the in-between state. So a really interesting. Okay, let's go over nades here a bit. So a really interesting thing that has happened is that I think it was in the beginning of this past update, the lance nade was super popular. Like almost everyone was using it to kind of you were throwing it diagonally above and behind a player to cut through the entire platform so that you could trap people. I saw that being used a lot, but then people kind of understood where people placed that nade, and it just lost. Like, people understand how to counter it, because you knew that, okay, if the nade is coming past you on the right, the nade is going to be in this direction, and then the laser is going to be this way. That's the only thing I could think of it. So I thought it was really good before. So I think maybe let's put it at the top of B. It might go further up. It's really good. It's still really good though. I would probably say that the Nova Nade is probably worse right now because of how like easy you can destroy it, and it's very hard to like really get very hard to get it in the right way. I really like the Nova Nade though. It's one of my favorite weapons. It's oh wait, that's the Majestic. Oh, I keep mixing them up. I'm sorry. I keep mixing up. It's just because it's purple. This is the Nova Nade, right? The Majestic Nade. Wait, so I keep oh yeah, so this is the hammer one. It's interesting. Hammer has also kind of gotten back into things. I don't know. Maybe I haven't faced anyone that is like good with the the hammer nade that much yet. So I feel like the hammer nade could be really good, but I haven't experienced it myself. I've seen players use it. So I don't know which one of these it should be. But the Avalanche Nade should be way better than... this is hard. Maybe like this. And the Majestic Nade, I don't know. I have almost never seen anyone use it. I don't know. Maybe if you use it with a specific loadout, it can be really good. But if you... Yeah, I think Majestic is probably... Maybe let's put it at C, but it's definitely... I think it's definitely better than the Nova Hurricane. So there's been some questions in chat so far. Hold on. What are your thoughts on nerfing tall people? I'm not really sure what you're referring to. The Nova Nade should be dropped to C class due to its low HP and can be wiped out by a single weapon toss. That's true. Like if it's it right now is kind of hard to, like you really have to try to get a good toss in there. So maybe let's actually put it like, I really like it though. I really like the Nova Nade. Where did we put the Nova Helix? I feel like people have learned how to get around the Nova Helix these days too. Like the Nova Helix is not very good right now because of how the counterplay. Like you can counter it with a Hurricane, you can counter it with the shields pretty well, and unless you have like really good trapping with it, like you can kind of just like sidestep around it. The Raptors counters it. Yeah, I can see that too. So I think the Nova Helix should probably be here. Majestic is the worst weapon on the list. What? Wait, did I mix together some more weapons? Oh, and thanks for the follow, Mr. Highbrow 15. Thank you. Raptor counter Helix. I can see it. So the Wildcat, this is gonna be a tough one. I would probably put it in A. Let's just put it there for now. I think, yeah, I think Hammer Ellipse is probably along the same way, because with the Hammer Ellipse you can cover so much space on the podiums. And like a lot of people are doing it really well these days, and so like you almost always lose health if someone places a really good Hammer Ellipse shot. And also I have went up to some people with Raptor Ellipse that was so crazy. Like I could not understand how to dodge them. So I would probably put Raptor Ellipse like maybe around here. Hammer E is Viper. I could see that. That's actually a good take. Hammer E being stronger than Viper Lips. So is it a S tier then? But then Viper Lips is probably like this. Something like... Can I move them like this? Maybe like that? Hammer is a solid A. I could... Yeah. But it has to be worse than the others. Oh yeah, Raptor Lips should be here, not... Maybe like this? The more things I keep dragging out on this list, the more active the chat becomes. Is really hilarious to me. I feel like you almost need a separate tier list to like if you use Quicksilver or not. Like you can't... It's very hard to be like, okay, if you had a Quicksilver, then this could be good. It's like, yeah, but okay, you can't... This is like the overall tier list, right? From the Community Manager, by the way. This is not representative of the game. I'm playing as much as... Or not as much as you guys, but as some of you guys. So... Vector has also gotten into a really interesting place where, similarly to the Lansnade, people have started to understand what the common angles are for Vector. So I think the most common angles currently is probably if you shoot it in like mid-height and just like directly in front of you. And this is something I learned from Woody, actually. I'm happy that he taught me this. But if you shoot it just like kind of where the avatar base starts and then in front, it will bounce on the walls like 3 times. So effectively what you're making is almost like the lens lasers. Like it will bounce continuously until something hits it. And because of the, I guess the breaks between how you shoot, like it's very hard to like use a shield to kind of deflect all of them. So secondly, the other good angle is that people shoot it like downwards in front of you on your own podium. It will bounce up into the roof and then at your opponent, like from a kind of, I'm not sure how to explain the angle. And then the third one would be that people shoot it on the sides of the walls, so it kind of attacks you from the front diagonal. So with that in mind, I would probably put it probably still better than the Wildcat, though. Even though Wildcat got better, it's very hard for me to place them here, actually. So let's see. So the Frostbite did get balanced, I would say, and rightfully so, because it has very low spawn time. It's very fast. It blocks vision. It does a lot of really cool things. So I would put it probably in the front of A right now. As for the the bitch here, okay, thanks, Kefinity. All right, Hurricane. Yeah, Frostbite is the name of the snowball. So all of these weapons have a name. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's very hard to keep track of. You can just say snowball, that's fine too, but since I'm working for the company, it feels wrong if I don't say the correct names of the weapons, you know? Oh, okay. You were just being obnoxious. Well, I don't know, like, it could have been a new person here, right? Hurricane, also one of the weapons that in the last tier list, I placed Hurricane at, I placed Hurricane at 2nd place in A. I don't know about that, because like everything else, people have kind of figured out how to use or how to counter the Hurricane. So it's like, I don't know, if you shoot it all at once, you can use a shield to block it. If you don't shoot it out all at once, you don't really get that much value out of it. And if you shoot it like above, so it kind of drops down on you, you can have faster builds right now in the current meta. Everyone in chat keeps saying S now, but I don't know. I feel like it's still really good. But yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, for me it's an A, I would say. Probably behind the really fast weapons now. I don't know about Raptor Lips, now that I think about it. But it's... I don't know, going up as someone really skilled with curving Raptor Lips was really difficult for me. The Viper, like, I kind of almost forgot about this weapon now. The really strong points I've seen is when people use both Vipers. Of course, they're sacrificing a lot to have that, but once they have both of them in their hands, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Like, I just die. Yeah, I think... Yeah... But if you only have the Viper, it's very easy to just like sidestep it, in my opinion. It's like what you combine it with. But I can't say that it's... Yeah. I think Viper might be... It should be either like behind the bunker or like in C, maybe. Because it's still fast and can like do a lot of damage. Yeah. Raptor is garbage. Alright. Now these weapons that I also have very little experience with. Alright. This is gonna put me on a watch list, I feel. I actually, like... So I remember that Golden Knight had a really strong lance build where he was using like all three of the lances, I think. Or like Lance, Lance Rapide, and Lance Nade. Which was really interesting. But besides that, Lance has kind of fallen out of the meta. I sometimes see people using it. But I can't imagine it being as strong as it was before in the meta. Oh, by the way, if you want your Blaston username changed, you can just DM me and we'll take a look at it. Do you get stats of most used weapons in the game? I think we can get that, yeah. I don't know where to... I honestly don't know where to place the lances because I haven't seen them in such a long time. I feel like the Lance Rapide is probably worse though. Out of them because it says like too fast. So... But it can't... Can it be better than the Quicksilver? That's kind of where the benchmark I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking like... It should probably be better than the bunker, right? And I can almost see them as one unit. Like, because it is better than the bunker, I would say, but it's like... Probably not better than the others here. I'm not sure. This is an odd one for me, like these two. Alright. Next up is... Oh god, these look so similar and I keep mixing them up. One of them is the Nova and one of them is the... What is it? The... Like, Majestic. Jeez. First is Majestic, okay, thank you. Nova, unfortunately, is still not doing too hot, I would say. I've seen a lot more people use Nova, like... as a weird shield these days. Thank you for the bits. So before, Novas were used almost like to cover up your projectiles. Like you shot them and then you shot like a projectile through your Nova. But other than that, and I've also seen like, what was it? People, like if you shoot hurricanes at them, and you shoot a Nova to like defend yourself, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nova. Kefinity says we need a stream where Defur is actually playing Blaston. I would love to do that. I just haven't really figured out how to stream in like a nice enough quality that would be nice to look at. I still only have, as you might be able to tell, I'm not working from an office because most of the time people are staying at home these days. So I only have a Quest 2, which is not. It doesn't, you know. Maybe it would look nicer if I streamed on like a Vive or something. 2 shields OP, maybe, yeah. The Super Majestic though, I've seen a few top players actually use this. To great effect. Like they cover up a lot of space of the podium. And oh yeah, if you were asking about the giveaway, we linked that earlier and we were taking a look at it. Because you're talking about the giveaway from the with LS Toast, right? Someone, I don't know. It should be up, but yeah, it's not Resolution Games that is taking care of it. It's actually Virtual Athletics League, so those are the ones in charge of it. Yeah, exactly what you say, Turbo Trent. Like Super Majestic has a really high cooldown, but does a lot too. So maybe like a B somewhere. Like maybe around here, like in the middle part. Something like that. And the Majestic, the regular Majestic. I don't know about the regular Majestic. I don't. Maybe I've been missing out. Now that I think about it, the Vandal probably is better than Nova Hurricane. Right? And then maybe the Majestic is like here. Something like that. Okay, let's check it through, right? Oh, sorry. Oh, shit, the chat had been going on. I haven't been scrolling. Okay, here we go. I didn't even see that people started writing more in chat. So, I'd agree on B. Super Majestic for B. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Normal Majestic worse than Nova. Alright. Yeah, I can see what you're saying there. Yeah, that's what I kind of like. What I've been seeing from the Nova is that people have been using the Nova like last second defensively to like shoot out a gigantic shield kind of thing, which I guess you can't really do with the Majestic. So let's actually switch them around, and, like so. I think. Okay, let's run it through here. I think this is pretty okay, right? Like this, I'm getting better at this. Like you underestimate me too much in this community. Hey, a gifted sub as well. Like people are like, yeah, Defur doesn't know anything. Guys, do you know how much esports stuff I've been doing in my days? I'm like an esports boomer at this point. It's a Avalanche is definitely A. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at the nades here for once. Yeah, Avalon should be probably... like here? I just tuned into the stream and I hate this list. God damn it. Nova Nade at B. Yeah, maybe... Wait, what do you mean? Yeah. I mean, I love Nova Nade. Yeah. The reasoning was that low health right now. But I love it. Like, it's been in my loadout for like a month. Because I love to mix up how you use the Nova Nade. If you use the Nova Nade, you know what I'm talking about. Like, if either you send it like just past their shoulder, so they have to look behind, or you send it like really high up, so they have to look up and see where it is, or like really far behind them. Like, you can do so many things with it. It's so much fun to play with. The first person to put both lances in B. Yeah, I think it's a really viable, like, if you trap someone in successfully. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else I would like to change. Maybe the lance nade. That's the only one that feels kind of odd to me here. Like, tether is probably like here. I don't know about the hammer nade. Maybe like this. I think this is... I think we're pretty good. I think I stepped it up. Okay, so... so... Okay, this is the current one, right? Okay, I'm gonna lock it in now, because I don't... Hammer in A, yeah? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've just seen people mix it in with stuff, but now that, when you say that, I don't know. Is it deal or no deal? No, I think this should be in B. And then maybe the tether should be like this. But the Nova Nade is better than this. My heart puts Nova here. Yeah, I think that's... We'll have to call it a day on this one. Alright. Now, again, I want you to all look at this. 1 second, let me see. Let me show you. Oh boy, you're not ready for this. So this was this was the previous one. This was my previous tier list 2 months ago in 1.09. And like, do you see how much has changed? This is the current one. All right, I have to say that I have improved my understanding of the game. Maybe I'll improve even more once the next update gets released. And yes, if you weren't tuning in the early parts of the stream, you missed out, man. Like, I was sharing so much details. You have no idea. What's the tier definitions? Okay, tier definitions. I think S class is like, you really need this. A, it's good in a lot of scenarios. B, it has like, you have to have good loadouts or like a slight niches. C, super niche scenarios, niche loadouts. D, you really have to work to make these viable. That's insane. I did it. I did the thing. So, save this. download image, and then I'm posting it to Discord. Let the fires burn.